All right, so this one's less of a thought and more of a realization I had while playing Destiny. One, if you are playing Destiny now, it's almost kind of pointless because they've more or less confirmed with the second one that nothing is going to be carrying over except for your characters. So fundamentally, nothing's carrying over. That may have changed recently. I haven't checked in the last few days, but your gear, all that jazz, we've talked about this. It's not carrying over. So in terms of actually trying to gain things, achieve things, unlock more stuff in the Grimoire, not really sure how much that's going to play into anything in the second game. But outside of that, one of the things I realized about Destiny, and that I'm really trying to apply, now that I've realized it, to my real life, is the way I go about doing bounties and quests and everything related to the game. And I'll try to explain how I'm trying to correlate that into the real world. In Destiny, I've realized I'm really, really good at synergizing everything I do. I will tailor pick several different bounties and quests that stack up with each other. Like, for example, okay, let's say you've got one where it's Patrol Venus. The other one is kill 10 Vex Ultras. The other one is use solar abilities. Another one is get a bunch of kills with supers. Another one is get 30 kills in melees without dying. And then let's throw in another one there like, get 10,000 experience without dying. And then I realized, like, okay, hold on. I've also got, let's say, a House Judgment quest that requires me to be on Venus. And there's also a Vanguard quest or a Taken quest that requires me to be on Venus. I could do all of these things, get like 10 things done, and go to one place. I've also got a couple guns from Banshee that I could, well, because gunsmithing, you use a certain type of gun in a certain type of way or on a certain type of enemy. And once it hits 100%, you've finished your gun research, you go up a rank with Banshee, and bing, bang, boom, you get a reward like every other faction in the game. But you can do that there as well, because let's say it's a gun that needs to kill Vex or Vex Minotaurs, or maybe you need to do precision shots, and Vex are stupid easy for doing that with. They got a nice big bullseye in their chest. Very convenient. So you can get all these things done at once, and maybe at the same time you're looking to level up a certain piece of gear. And okay, let's see. How could this all work together then? So you're doing the guns, you're doing the quests. Once you get a couple done, you immediately turn them in. Boom, 10,000. You've already got that 10,000 quest locked away. All these things line up together. And in one place I'm trying to think of the best I've ever done in terms of being efficient within the game. Okay, so I think I got like 2 big faction-related quests done, like not bounties, but actual quests finished in the same kind of way. Leveled up a piece of gear, researched all my guns, got 7 bounties finished, then turned all those in and upped in 3 factions. And all of that took me a grand total of, I want to say, because I did have a timer going. I time myself when I play, by the way. About 45 minutes. 45 minutes of dedicated grinding, but in a stupidly efficient way. And speaking of which, if you really want to see just how much you can get done in 45 minutes to an hour, time yourself. I don't do it to see how efficient I can be. I do that to keep myself honest, because if you... Sorry about a joke there. It's not like a car engine just stalling. If you really enjoy playing games, it's stupid easy to get sucked into them so much that you look at the clock and 3 hours have just shotgunned out the window. You had a blast the entire time, but you probably didn't mean to eat away that much daylight. So now what I'm trying to do is like keep a timer going every time I play when I'm not doing something for YouTube, for example, in which case I'm just running the clock to make sure I don't talk forever in a day. But I run it between 45 minutes to an hour, and that's like, okay, I've done 45, I'm good. Or sometimes even if I got it going for an hour, I'll hit the 45-minute mark and be like, I think I'm done. I've done everything that I wanted to do, or, I've got my fill. And anything more would just it would feel hollow and meaningless at this point. Time to put the controller down and go outside or something like that. But it helps keep me honest. But in doing that today, realized just, holy crap, I got a crap ton done in 45 minutes, which on the one hand is super cool because like, wow, look at everything I did. And on the other hand, it's like, oh man, well, there's not a whole lot to do in some cases until, the refresh on Tuesday. And again, ultimately it's kind of pointless considering how things are going to cross over once Destiny 2 comes out. But ignoring that fact, now I'm trying to see how I can do the exact same thing in real life. Like, for example, maybe plotting out your day, what you have to do, seeing how all those things kind of interconnect in one way or another. What's the best possible way to go about them that you can get them all done in an efficient, effective way? And if it requires you to go to some place, if it requires travel time, or maybe you need to go to the grocery store. Okay, maybe the grocery store is in part of town A. What else is in that part of town that you need to do or have to do? Maybe it's not time sensitive, but you're in the area and you could get it done anyway, and then it's already taken care of. So now I'm looking at all these little parts of my life and going like, okay, how can I take everything I need to do in a day, in a week, in a month, stack it up and make it as easy, what's the right way to put this, as fluid and efficient as the way I can knock off all of that useless crap in Destiny. So in a funny kind of way, Destiny's kind of given me a creative burst in an attempt to retool how I go about doing anything in my day-to-day life in the pursuit of making it more effective, more efficient. I've used those words a lot, I know. And overall, just a much more energized pursuit of doing anything that requires multiple pieces. And even if it doesn't, even if it's something simple, how can I look at the bigger picture and go, okay, this is an immediate thing I need to do. Long term, is there anything I can do in the same area or at the same time that can contribute to something else? It's an interesting thought exercise, and I realize it's this one was a little scatterbrained, but hopefully you got something out of it, and maybe you can see some value in it for yourself. Just a little thought I wanted to share. So how about that? There's not a whole lot of point to playing Destiny now, and yet it gave me a little bit of thought fuel to work with for the day, and hopefully something for you too. So until next time, my name's Rye. You guys take care of yourselves.